Good morning, everyone. Anybody get an email today? All right. Are you streaming on? Yeah, we're live on YouTube. It keeps telling me preparing live stream though, which is weird. Yep, I'm showing we are. Okay. Some people got the email. Let's check the Telegram. Went to one place, but not the other. There. Roger's coming in a minute. Q20. A little light.
Good day, everybody. How's everybody doing today? We got Creo, Eduardo, Naples fan, Tim, Jan, Richard. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let me say hello to everybody here. Oh, got the spice coming down. Let me keep track of my trade here. All right. Sorry about that, folks. I'm just looking at a trade that we have in the pin. I just wanted to see what would happen. Steven, Vernon, Bob, Crystal, Penny, Rebecca, Robert, Peter, Tom. Can I post a link to the pit? Uh, what link to the pit? It's a premium members area, Tom. Clyde thinks that the four dogs should give up barking for Lent. I agree with you. We got Jill. Hey, Jill, how are you? Dennis. We got Stacy. Chad. We got David. We got Steven. We got Estelle. We got Harold. We got Tricia. We got Jason, Robert, Jay Singer, Willard, Brendan, Kierty, Stratos, Nathan, iPhone, Christian, Scott, Rick, John, Louie. Why does AT&T always want to call me while I'm live with you guys? John, Bob, Thelma, Tom, to this room, I'm a member of the pit. Okay. Uh, Eric, there was a trade in the pit. We have a trade in the pit. Yeah, there's trades in the pit. I have to believe used car prices are going up. Yeah, I actually just sold my car yesterday, and I got a really, really good dollar from it. Let me take a quick look at something. I don't know if I want to stay in this trade or not. Uh, doesn't seem to be going down nearly as much as I wanted it to. Yeah, let me hold on a second, guys. I want to get out of this thing. All right. 106.77. Yeah, I so we could talk about it now. I was in a trade this morning in the pit, and let me show you what I was doing. Let me just share my screen. Got out 6% with Bollinger Bit with looks good, yeah. I'll talk about that in a second. Here I'll share my screen. I'll show you exactly what I just did. I was a little too early. I should have timed the trade better. So I shorted Nvidia, excuse me, Starbucks in the pit right here when I thought it was breaking down. And as soon as I shorted it, the market went up and broke down right now. And when the market broke down, Starbucks did not break this low. And look at relative strength. So if the market goes up right now, and I'm not seeing too much of a downside past this point. I think the markets. Remember what I told you this morning. I think this was going to be chopping around here. So if that's the case, then it was probably a good time to get out of Starbucks. Now, Starbucks could go lower, but again, we didn't lose money. We made about 30, I don't know, 25 cents on it in about half an hour. And we could have made even more if you guys are just getting out of it now, which probably most of you are. Here, let me just make a little note here. Now at 106, 72. All right. So let me just pull up the chat so we can all chat about this. We can all talk about this. William got out at a profit, 30 cents. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't a big trade. 20%. Since I got in late, I did better and made 20%. Yeah, I got in too early. Or I either got in too early or I got in too late. So one or the other. You got in earlier than me. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Anyway, it wasn't a loss or anything like that, but you see how the stock market's right now having this bar right here? That's usually a turnaround bar, Matt. You see what it's doing right now?
Hmm.
That's usually a turnaround bar right there. And look at tick. Tick is moving. Tick is not moving down right now. As I said, I'm not expecting a lot of. So what did I tell you this morning? Remember, if you guys recall, what did I tell you this morning? I said the odds are we're gonna come down here, test this area, and just bounce off. And we'll consolidate around here for several days until we hear something more. Plus tomorrow we have employment report. So I don't think there's going to be huge selling pressure here. There's a good chance this is the low right here. Got in a little late, but okay with a small loss. William says made 40 cents a share. Better than nothing, William. Again, my timing was on that trade was not ideal. And I wrote that. I wrote my timing. What did I write here? I said I might have been a little too early on Starbucks. Yeah. Oh, I know, William. I'm hard on myself, you know. Okay. So looking at the market as a whole, I think we're going to bounce right here for a little bit and then come back up, maybe even to the VWAP. But I felt nervous about that trade because I would have expected it to be weaker. I would have expected that trade to be weaker than it is right now. I would have expected that trade to break the low and fall apart. It didn't do that at all. And the market just went straight down. That was not a good sign right there. Got a little late, made 10 cents on the put option. Look, you know what? How long were we in the trade? Let's take a look. Just, I'm nobody's complaining. I'm just saying, we got in at 10:30 on the clock, and we got out at 12. So we were in the trade for a little noon, for about 90 minutes. Enough to buy a Starbucks coffee. There you go. Yeah, it wasn't that much. Tick is moving up right now, and yeah, AD line is not doing much. All right, we'll see. I got a couple of more trades for today. I actually like what I'm seeing right now with the market. So in terms of I'm able to read it better than yesterday. I was out with a profit as I went into earlier. Not good, but lucky student. Oh, there you go. S&J says I got in at 87 and got out at 164. Wow. Didn't let the cat out of the. No, you didn't let anything out of the bag. Kaya, hi Kaya. Oh, somebody got in at 87 cents and got out at 164 on that Starbucks. My oh my, it's very nice. Very, very nice. There we go. All right. So, Adam says, good morning, 11% late. Starbucks still holding one SPY call. See how we do. Yeah, yeah. I'm actually think that we're gonna puddle around here and come to the VWAP. I'm not that bearish today. And I'll tell you why. One of the reasons why I'm not that bearish today. I'm looking at we only have 217 stocks breaking down right now. Nice, Andrew. Andrew, you did what I should have done. I should start following your advice. That's what I should have done. I should have waited till we were at the VWAP. The problem was we were breaking down really hard this morning, and I thought we could further break down, and the stock was really weak. But then I saw the stock going up. I saw the market going up. The stock started going up with it pretty good. But then when the market started breaking the lows, Starbucks was still a little bit above it, and that gave me hesitation right there. That gave me hesitation. That said to me that your timing was much worse. Your market timing sucked on that trade. Now, we still made money, but it doesn't mean I was happy about the trade. Now, folks, here's a situation. I want you to learn from this. And yes, there's a lesson here. If you're putting on a good trade and you lose money, it was still a good trade. If you're putting on a bad trade or your timing was off and you made money, you were just lucky. In this case, I was just lucky. Now, it's okay to be lucky, but don't go putting that into your noggin and thinking you're a market wizard because you were lucky. You were just lucky. That's all it was. You were just lucky. Okay? So Murray says I would rather hear a percentage gain than dollar amount because I have no idea how much you put in the trade. Yeah, always percent. That's why I always say percent. Always use percentages. Always use percentages. So I'm
Or
not
your
seeing
entry and exit, like your prices. So like
he
Richard said, in at 5, out at 540. That's good too.
yeah, he speaks. You know, Matt, this is my first chance to test not having speakers that are work.
Mm.
I'm using the monitor right now.
Well, you have speakers tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll have speakers tomorrow. My speakers broke after VIP room yesterday. Good for you. Good for you, JNS. Good for you, Tony the Tiger. Good for you. Okay. So remember the other day yesterday we had like 400, 300 something yesterday, and now we have only 217. That's not huge momentum. Yep, playing the 80s music too loud, Murray. You caught me red-handed. You caught me red-handed. Okay. One second, please. One second. I just got to type something up here. Okay. Sorry about that, folks. I needed to put something in my journal real quick. Uh, all right. Good, good. I'm glad you guys are making money in the pit. We have not taken any day trades yet, any SPY day trades yet. We may, but just not quite yet. As far as the overall market, I think you guys understand it's a little choppy right now. There's not a lot of directional bias. It's very news driven. And I think for the foreseeable future, unless something new happens or the report is bad tomorrow, um, I'm expecting us to stay in this area. I don't think we're going to break the 200-day moving average. And if we do break the 200-day moving average, I don't think it'll happen today. I think we need a major catalyst to break the 200-day moving average. Now, we do have a report tomorrow. The report could be good or bad. My main concern is I want us to take out this high right here, which is at 585, about 586-ish area. But for now, we're in this consolidation. Now, what I would have loved to have seen this bar continue moving higher. We didn't see that today. We couldn't even make it all the way up. And right now, we're near the bottom. So again, I don't really think there's much firepower here, but at the same time, we can just kind of hover around here for the next 2, 3 hours and not do much. I think the market will try to rally towards the end of the day. It's been doing that for the last couple of days. I think we'll see that today, maybe last couple of hours. I'm not comfortable going short at these levels right now. I would want to see a breakdown below the 200-day moving average. For those of you who are still holding Starbucks short, there's a support right here. So you have till 105.52. Okay, 105.46, I'm sorry. That's your get out of the trade target if you're swing trading it, 105.46. Everybody understand what I just said? Everybody on the same page? We're good? If you're swinging it. If you feel like a swinger uh, ahead of the employment report, okay? Ahead of the employment report. All right. Let me get my TC 2000 here. Yeah, momentum levels aren't that strong right now to the downside. Oh, look at that. Giving away, what news did Miss like Palantra giving away regarding giving away? What news did I mislike Palantir Nvidia? I think Palantir had good news actually. It had an upgrade, and Nvidia had bad news indirectly because had bad earnings, and Deep Doodoo was outdone. It was Deep Doodoo was outdoodooed by Alibaba, who says now they can do a Deep Doodoo cheaper than Deep Doodoo can. Isn't it funny how we're talking about Doodoo and Deep Doodoo? Oh, it's amazing. But do you understand, Christopher? It wasn't direct news; it was indirect news. Amy, I wouldn't really go by Palantir's CEO selling stocks. A lot of times, oh, wow, first time I looked at myself after getting a haircut, I actually looked different. I looked like I was Mr. Shaggy for a few days yesterday, day before. Um, so don't read too much into CEOs selling shares. First of all, they have a plan. They have their own pension plans where they have to liquidate certain shares at a certain time. Number two, they are on a specific plan for their retirement account. Third of all, it's in their contract that they have to liquidate certain amount of shares. So I wouldn't really be putting too much effort or analysis, Amy, into CEOs selling their shares. It's not. I did a back study years and years and years ago, and I found there was absolutely no correlation between CEOs selling their share and the price of the stock. If you want to know what moves the stock of a price, look for the stock upgrading themselves outside of earnings season. The strongest thing a stock can do is give themselves an upgrade outside of earnings season, or give themselves a downgrade. Okay? I'm just explaining to you, sometimes they're forced to liquidate these positions, and it has nothing to do with this company. It has to do with their personal tax planning. They also have tax consequences. Like, for example, I have a rather large 401k. I have to allocate X amount of money to that 401k, and I'm not going to get taxed for that amount of my income. That amount of income is rather large. So I have to liquidate and buy and sell and do certain things at a certain time of year. I also have to liquidate all of my positions 1 day a year so my accountant can calculate them based on a specific value. And then I have to so my point is, if a schmo like me is doing all this, imagine all the financial planning stuff of the guy who heads NVIDIA or the guy who heads Palantir. So I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know that it's not like, just FYI. We actually, Kane actually talked about that quite a bit during the course that we had last week. That's why I was listening to it very interestingly, and that's why I wanted to bring it up. Selling stock happens for exactly. It happens for many, many, many reasons. Many, 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 many reasons. Okay. I just need to pull up my chart. Where's my chart? Here it is. Here's my chart. There it is. Yeah, insiders buying stocks is a lot more meaningful than insiders selling stocks, but they can also be doing it for tax reasons as well. Okay. And everybody here, anybody here who's a CFO or a CPA, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Feel free to add. This is not like a big mystery or anything like that in the business world. All right, I'm going to give you some stocks, okay? I'm going to give you some stocks. Oh, by the way, let's check VIX real quick. I haven't checked VIX. I have it over here, but I don't have it here. VIX is still, that's the other reason why I'm not that bearish. Notice VIX couldn't get above this level here. I want to show you something, okay? VIX couldn't get above this level. VIX couldn't get above this level. That's number one. Number two, for anybody who went to my class last week, can you tell me, on the left is the SPY intraday chart. Can you tell me why I'm more inclined to be bullish than bearish right now, based on the intraday price action? Does anybody know? Let's see. Support, SPY moving up, 200-day line, VIX going down. Anything else? Gap fill. Any other reason, guys? 8-day EMA. Any other reason? You should know, Ken. Vold, higher lows, higher highs, had a big drop, so expect a retracement. Everybody's got something to say. 3-touch low, wick, size of the candles. Wow, everybody's got something to say. Nope. Building consolidation because Roger says so. Nope. I gave you a really big clue. I said, for people who were in my class last week. What did I teach you new in my class last week? I didn't teach you that in the class last week. No, nothing to do with Bollinger Bands. Yes. Finally, the smartest guy in the room actually got the answer. And he is the smartest guy in the room, so it actually works perfectly good. The guy with the post PhD. What is this? Is this a strong high or is this a weak high? Is this a strong high or is this a weak high? Strong or a weak high? I gave you a lesson. I explained it very, very carefully. Daniel, what does that have to do with what we're talking about right now? No, Joan. No, it's not. It's not a strong high. It's a weak high. This would be a textbook example of a weak high. And what happens to a weak high? What does price like to do with a weak high? It likes to purge it. A weak high is a magnet. A weak high is a magnet. No, not go down. Go up, up, up. It's a weak high. We need a strong high for there to be a real turnaround. Yes, a weak high auction is not over yet. This auction right here Hasn't finished yet. This is a weak high. We have three highs that couldn't break out. Who won this auction? Who's the big winner here? It has to go higher and break the weak high and purge all of these orders. Now, if you guys don't know this because you didn't come to my class last week or you weren't watching it or you don't have access, that's fine. But if you were there, you should know that this is a weak high and this is a strong high. A weak high usually gets tested. A strong high usually does not. This auction is over to the downside right here. This auction never ended. This auction has to be purged. An auction has to have a beginning and an end. This auction to the upside never ended. That means there's a magnet right here for these bulls. Now, in the Arizona airport at the gate waiting to board, loving this. Good, Paul. Now, let me ask you a question. What if I rephrase this question? How important would it be to you to know if this high is going to be retested at any time today or soon? Pretty important, right? See this reversal bar? And again, this isn't foolproof. This is a probability thing. But when you see a low like this with one bar sticking out, that means the auction is finished. When you see three prices going to the same level, that means the auction can't be finished. Nobody wants to outbid themselves. And that means there's a lot of stops here. And people are now watching this price very carefully because it tried 3 times to break through this and it couldn't. So now it has to break through this, pow, finish here, and then it can come down. Now, is this anything different than I taught you last week? You remember me saying that? Yes, you do, don't you? Richard, you don't remember? Here, let me show you something. Yeah, it was really there. I talked about it, and here's the document that I posted for you. How is price going to turn around or continue moving in the same direction? Oh, you meant no different. Yes. So here's the lesson. See, double top, pow. See double top, pow. You see a swing high? That's a high. It turns around and goes down. See this high? Pow! Right in the kisser, and then it goes down. See this low? Pow! Turning around. I'm not sharing this, Doc. I already shared it with the group, with the Diamond member. So, if you were in my program, I'm going through this here. This is a poor high. This is a weak high. This is a weak high. This is a weak high. That means price needs to come back up here and test this before coming back down again. All right. It's in the premium Telegram channel. Folks, this is the kind of goodies you get by being in the pit. This is why you should join the pit. See, now look, the SPY's making new lows right here, right? Look how resilient Starbucks is. Look at relative strength on Starbucks. I don't want to be in a stock that's stronger than the SPY. Now, we could have gotten a little more out of it, but still, look what it started doing right around here. Started gaining relative strength. No way. Not in this case. Okay. Yes, exactly. As the example from the class, Bulls has many bidders. So you see this? This has to be broken. This has to be broken. This is not a quality high. Now this is building this low is being broken too, and now hopefully this is a big fat reversal bar. But again, I thought this was it. Maybe not, but this has to be broken. This has to be broken right here. Okay, let me give you stocks now, folks. I'm going to tell you exactly what I taught you in the class. Before you start putting up 1,000 indicators on your chart, first learn to read price action. Should have remembered that, right, Bob? Pretty good information. Pretty good information to know, I would say. Pretty useful information. All right, let me give you stocks to the downside, and then we'll talk about stocks to the upside. Look at that double bottom on Starbucks, right around 106.50. Yeah, it doesn't look like it wants to go down anymore. Let's see if anybody on YouTube got it. More learning good stuff. Reach 200. Bounce off 200. Bounce off 200. It is not in the pit program. Peter, what is not in the pit program? Can you tell me what is not in the pit program? I literally put that document in the pit Telegram channel. Yeah, I did. And it'll be in the new members area. The weak highs you're talking about. Look, Peter. Look, my friend. Look what I did for you this weekend. What day was Sunday? Matt, what day was Sunday?
This past Sunday
Yes.
was the second.
Let me show you how well I take care of you, Peter. This is all pit. Wow, we do a lot of work here in the pit. That's Harry. There it is. Look, Peter, look what I was able to find. 11:31 on Sunday, just for you. Oh, March 1st. Sorry, March 1st. I know it's the greatest program ever, Stephen. I keep telling everyone that. Nope, it will be in the members area, but not yet. I'll tell them to put it there right now, actually. Hold on. 1 second. Let me tell them to put this in the pit members area right now. One second. Otherwise, I'll forget. I thought I did already. But... Mhm. 1 second. Okay, I asked them to do it just in case they didn't. I don't know anything about one click, Rochelle. I don't think I've ever gone to one click before. I just know it should be in the members area. I asked them to put it in the members area, wherever the members area may be. So any highs that doesn't break the all-time, no, Naples fan. It's a little more complicated than that. Okay, let's continue. PEG, stocks on my crap list. Let's do this. You're welcome, George. This is what I was doing last Sunday, putting that document together. Members areas access through one click. Yeah. There you go. That's it. 42 days to go, 77 delta, 82.50 right there. IRM. This looks pretty bearish. Pretty bearish. Now this one keeps going down at the same rate. Starbucks decided to go sideways on us. Murphy's Law never fails, right? Never fails. 69 delta, 29 days out, April 4th, IRM. Yeah, I posted that. Mary, thank you. I posted that in the public Telegram channel about an hour and a half ago. 69 delta, 89 put, 29 days to go. Etsy, baby, Etsy. Look at Etsy. Choppy stock, respects the 200 really well, though. And honestly, I'm going to skip the stock because it's just too choppy. It's just too choppy. Tesla. Oy, 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 oy. Tesla is below the 200-day moving average right now. Wait till it's at the VWAP. Also, wait towards the end of the day. If it starts coming up here, don't do it with the market. But if it continues moving down or stays here, then you got yourself a good one. 29 days to go. I'll give you a spread. But we don't have to go that far. 22 days to go. 265 Long, 260 short, 265 long, 260 shorts for $2.50 or less. With a stop right here at the 15-day, right above all this.
I think we're about to break lower.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not looking at the market right now, although I should be. Let me look at the market right now. I'm actually interested to see how the Starbucks. Now, Starbucks is starting to come off again. Look at that. I don't know. It looks like it's kind of choppy around there. We'll see. We'll see. I'm still skeptical that we're going to break the 200 before the employment report. Okay, let's go back here. Let's see how many people we got here. 441. And YouTube, we got 93. Matt, we got a lot of people here today. You got to put on a good show, Matt, with a lot of people. Cars.com. Not
Might
choppy at all.
might be a record.
Yeah, we may be close to a record. Yeah, VIX doesn't want to draw. I'm telling you, I'm not. I'm choppy. I'm not that bearish, which which confirms I should have waited for that stupid Starbucks to be at the VWAP instead of selling a breakdown. Folks, I make mistakes just like everybody else does. I'm just willing to admit it. 1405, and I learned from my mistakes. 77 right here, 15 put. 15 put. After all of that analysis, and I was pretty convinced that we weren't going to break the low. And what did I do? I shorted a stock that was breaking down when the SPY was at the low instead of waiting for a VWAP. Not a good decision.
I'm fairly convinced we're about to break the low.
All right. All right, let's continue. 42 days out, 77 delta, 15 put. Let's continue. Matt, tell them why you believe that we're going to break the low.
The VIX is at the high, and the Vold is plummeting right now. So you have like a VIX pending breakout, and then the Vold is not supporting the bottom. So usually if you get to a bottom and it's going to hold, you'll see the Vold level out or start coming back up. And it is flushing right now.
Look at ADD line, 1,360 stocks. We got a lot of market participation to the downside, but we don't. The tick is not really that heavy, and the tick is actually getting higher at these levels, which means there's less and less firepower as we're moving down. Less firepower as we're moving down. Less, not more, but less. See that? So we have broad market participation, but we don't have anybody stepping on the gas right now. Now, if this was to drop to about 900 to 1,000 right here, that would change my story. See how it's making higher highs right now? That means there's not much firepower. There's nobody pressing on that gas pedal right now. Yes, I have it right exactly how I told you I would have it set up on my chart. It's exactly how you guys should set it up. 1 day, 5 minute, 1 day, 5 minute. This is 1 day, 5 minute, and 1 day, and just today, 5 minute. With the SPY being in purple or whatever color you prefer to use. Okay. All right, let's continue. Let's continue. Key. Key. Breaking down below the VWAP. 22 days to go, 72 delta, 1650 put. But every break to go lower fizzles. Yeah, I'm not seeing real strong downside pressure. I'm not. Now again, remember folks, this is an art, it's not a science, but right now tick is only at 798. It's not or 800. It's not at like 1,000 or 1,200. And advanced decline line is not really going down precipitously. Tick is near all-time highs, but we've broken down yesterday's high, but the tick is just now starting to, and I'm not seeing any parabolic movement. Also, it's about 12:38. It's lunchtime right now. Don't have a lot of stuff going into lunchtime. And well, 348, not 500, but yeah, there's some firepower to the downside. We'll see. We'll see. Can again, I'm not seeing major fireworks before the employment report. That's my thing. We have an employment report. Yes, you have to join the pit. Turnkey, you got to join the pit. All right. Let's continue. Keys. Key. 29 days to go. 81 delta, 17 put. Is key in SPY or QQQ? Well, I don't think it's in the QQQ because it has 3 letters. 3 letters means it's in the New York Stock Exchange, and it's a bank stock. Usually, they don't have a lot of bank stocks in financials, so I would say it's in the SPY, Peter. If it's in anywhere, then it's in the SPY. But you can easily check. Let me show you. You don't have to guess. Look, go to bar chart, type in key right here. And it'll tell you right here, S&P 500, financials, Russell 1000, Russell 3. It'll tell you every index it's in. Just have to type in the ticker symbol and scroll down. Here, Peter, let me give you a link for this. Here, I'll give everybody a link for this, okay? And here's the link for YouTube. I did not forget about you guys. Okay. Okay, let's continue our entertainment session for today. Good. Rochelle made some money on Starbucks. Good. Rochelle, have you been historically taking a lot of losers with me, guiding you? I'm just curious. Let me know. VRT, breaking down. 29 days to go. Implied volatility is high here. Let's just do an option spread. We'll buy the 80. We'll buy the 84, sell the 83. We could do this probably for 50 cents. Do not spend more than 50 cents. Bob made money on last few weeks, very even. Oh, yeah, Rochelle, last few weeks we haven't had anything happening. What do you do? What do you think of AVGO? It needs to break the 200-day moving average. That's what I think. Or it's going to hold this area. That's what I think. TTD. It seems to me, maybe I have that thing where you have what is it, deja vu? But I almost feel like I talk about this stock. I've been talking about this stock every single day for the last 5 or 6 days. Is it true, Matt, or is it deja vu?
You've talked about that stock a lot.
We've been talking about it every other day, and guess what it keeps doing? It keeps going down. Yeah. All right. Well, 22 days to go. Several times this week. Thank you, Ken. Took too many losers. Now I'm on the sidelines. Robert says I took too many losers. Okay. What programs did you take the losers in, Robert? Tell me. 65 delta, 76 put right here. Which program, Robert? Can you be a little more specific? Yeah, I'm talking about my program. Can you tell me which program you've been taking losers in? I'm dying to know. Different ones. Well, tell me, be specific. Which losers have you taken in my programs? You could tell me. It's okay. We're all friends here. I'm about to join the club, my ownership. There you go. Yeah, let me know, Robert. I'm dying to know which ones. Like list like dozens of trades that you've been taking losers in. I want to know. Please list them for me. First of all, George, I didn't ask what. Now here's the problem. I'm talking to Robert, and George wants to butt in, and George wants to butt in with a question that I didn't ask. George, I didn't ask what positions are open. I asked what losers he took, meaning he closed the positions out. Open trades don't count, my friend. Let's stick to the topics that I asked. Yes, thank you, iPhone. Open, not closed. You will have to go back through my notes. Well, we can just pull up the spreadsheets. You don't have to look at your notes. What program? Tell me. Yeah. Quick Start and Gamma Pockets are not my programs, Dom. Can we focus on my programs? I want to know what trades have you guys been taking that you've been closing out all these trades that are losers. That's what I want to know. I really want to know. Quick Strike. Okay, we'll look at Quick Strike in a second. Yeah, Quick Strike. Thomas says, yeah. Come on, guys, lay it out. Lay it out. We're here for this. We want to hear all of it. Lay it out on me. We're about to go through the spreadsheets. Matt's getting them ready as we speak. 77 Delta, 85 puts. 85 puts. Right here. Very nice. I like this. Yeah, everybody's got something to say. And then we look at the track records. Matt, go ahead and pull up the track record for Quick Strike. So I'm waiting for you, Robert. I'm waiting for you to share your wisdom with about all these trades that you've taken that were losers that you're on the sidelines now. I'm dying to know what they are. Okay, Matt, pull up the spreadsheet, and then we'll do the longs. I'm dying to know this. So I'm gonna give Matt the screen, and Matt's gonna pull up the spreadsheets. No. We're gonna. Why have a debate? Why not just look at the numbers? Yeah, he stopped trading. He's been taking a lot of losers. Yeah. All right, let's just take a look at the numbers. I love looking at numbers. Hold on a second. Where's my stop sharing? All right, Matt, show us the numbers on Quick Strike.
There they are.
That's Quick Strike, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We have a lot of losers. Yeah. Oh, wait. We have none. Yeah, a lot of losers in Quick Strike. Yeah. Uh-huh. Right. No, let's keep doing this. This is good. This is good. So, who was it that Don said Quick Strike? Don Masters. Where are your losers in Quick Strike, my friend? Are you in a Quick Strike program? Did you buy Quick Strike pirated for like $5 from somebody else that his name is Scotty, and not Roger Scott or something? Where are the losers, please? Do you guys see a lot of losers? I don't see the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trades were winners. Anybody else wants to chime in? No. But what about the last 5 trades? I know it's funny, Rochelle. That's why we're doing this. Oh, I own it. Just EQT, and I said it's still open. Oh, so there are no losers in Quick Strike. Okay. Now, Robert. No way I do great with Quick Strike. We'll get there too. Okay. All right. So Quick Strike has been great. Now let's go back to this is my favorite. I live for this shit. Excuse my French. Now we got Robert. Robert says, I'll go back through my notes. Well, you don't have to go through your notes, Robert. Why don't we just go through it right here together? Can you tell me what program you're in, and I'll pull it up on the screen, Robert?
See the market, by the way?
Yep, we broke the low. Yep, you were right.
I wasn't right. The Volt was right.
Robert says all of them. So which ones have you been losing money in? That's what I want to know. Let's take a look at, how about Stealth Surge? Let's take a look at Stealth Surge, Matt. Maybe we got the wrong program.
We did take one loser in Stealth Surge recently.
Of course we did. But he's out because of all of these losers that he's taken. He's on the sidelines. He's taking losers from me. We need to see what this is. Okay, wait a minute. The last 1, 2, 3 trades were winners. So where's the losers here? I'm still a little confused. Profit factor of 2,
Last
win
four
rate of
four trades.
79%. What'd you say?
Last four trades. I don't know
Oh,
why.
the last 4 trades. Excuse me. Thank you. Oh, True Trend. Ah, of course. It got to be True Trend. We got it's the losers in True Trend. We how could it obviously duh, it's True Trend. That's the ticket. Let's look at True Trend. I'm dying to see these losers that you've been taking.
Let me back out. I was signed out.
Robert, are you still staying with your story, or you're changing your story, or you're still looking at your notes for all of these losers that you've been taking that you've been on the sideline because of my trades? Okay, all right, let's see. Winner, 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 winner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 winners in a row. Hmm. I don't know, Robert. I don't know. Folks, I'm giving you like I'm showing you all of my programs. A lot of winners. I mean, a lot of losers. Robert stopped trading. He's on the sideline because of all the losers in my program. He wrote that here publicly in front of 600, in front of 500 people. Let's go back to learning, guys. Thank you. Thank you, Robert. Robert, make sure you get back to me when make sure you get back to me once you check your notes. You know what's making me feel uncomfortable? When people in front of 600 people write that they're on the sidelines because of my losing trades when we haven't had any. That makes me feel uncomfortable. Now let's move on. Matt, let me share.
Yeah, I'm trying to give it back to you.
Please be careful what you say because we do have a track record and we actually monitor our trades. Lots of losers on the sidelines. All right. Yep, lots of losers. Can't find one, but there's a lot of them. All right, let's continue this. I know it's BS, Bob. It's like, thank you, Glenn. I appreciate it. Folks, it makes me uncomfortable when somebody comes on here and says, I'm on the sideline because of all the losers I've taken. That makes me uncomfortable. Thank you. Oh, the bell just went off. So when I feel uncomfortable, I want to make sure that I feel comfortable. Yeah, only lose money in Roger's programs by not following him. Yeah, thank you. TGTX, long side now. Please, if you're going to start with me, I'm going to start with you. Yeah, I'm on calls. I'm a real nice guy and I'm very, very reasonable. But when people just say things like that, that just blows my mind away. Um, TGTX. Da, da, da. All right. Now let's go. TTTO. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Exactly, Eliza. Yeah, I mean, I know you feel uncomfortable, but how uncomfortable do you think I feel when we haven't taken a loser in God knows how long, and somebody's telling me they're on the sidelines because they're taking losers in my trade? That makes me feel very uncomfortable. $74. Who says shop? Robert says shop, 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 shop. Yeah, yeah. Yes, Robert. We took a loss in A line on Shopify. Yes, yes. So you're on the sidelines. You're on the sidelines now because we took a loss in Shopify. Uh, that makes no that which that does. I mean, I don't. Let's continue. TTWO. We'll do a spread here. 215 right here. 215 right here. Calls. on TTWO calls, not puts. Let me show you something. See, we're breaking above this area here, the high. Very important. Right, of course, Kevin, 100%. I like this. I need to see it go a little higher. I want to see this go a little higher. Maybe go above the VWAP. Maybe take out the high. AGI. Not right now, obviously. Not right now. Wait for it to hit the 8-day. Very nice off the 8-day. 42 days remaining. 66 delta. 23 call. XPEV. Maybe. I do, Ken. I do. And I keep telling them that the key to successful trading is to continue trading after you're a loser. But how many are open right now that are losing? I don't know, Robert, because I don't look at open trades. Remember, I don't look at my P&L. Remember that rule? I don't, Robert. So, Robert, you stopped trading because our open trades are losers? That's all I'm gonna. I'm not gonna say anything about that. What's even the point? .99% of our trades are losers before they become winners. Like for example, we were down this morning a lot on a trade that we just closed out at a profit, but we don't look at open trades. We don't look at P&L. One of my biggest rules is don't look at your P&L because your P&L is going to influence you negatively, which obviously you see how the impact that it's having on Robert, folks. This is why I tell you not to look at your P&L. XPEV, just like yesterday, it looks very, very good. An open trade has not been closed. When it's an open trade, it hasn't been closed. When a trade hasn't been closed, it's not a loss. It has to be closed to become a losing trade. Stop loss is at 1987. He has to read Mind Traps. He clearly needs to. Robert, do yourself a favor. Bust out with the Mind Traps PDF that I have in the members area. Read it and figure out how many mistakes you're making in there. Stop looking at your P&L. Always look to the next trade. Assume that every position you have is a loser before you put it on. Jason says, I read it every day. Good man. It's not the worst idea. 74 delta, 20 and a half. Right here. So let me get this straight, Robert. You looked at your P&L and then you just closed out all your positions, took all them losers, assumed that it's it, and you just walked away and you're sitting on the sidelines? That's how you're dealing with this market? That's your solution. That's how you're trading. Okay. Okay. That's all I've got for you guys. They're open. Okay, well, if they're open, then they're not losers. How many positions have you closed that are losers? Closed. Not open, closed. The only thing I've seen you say here is shop. All right, guys. Have a great afternoon. I will see you tomorrow. If anybody has any questions, let me know. The market did break below the low. It did. The market did break below the low, but I don't know what he's trading, Kirk. I don't know what he's trading. He's actually probably not trading. He's on the sidelines, as he said. Robert, I want to help you. Send me an email so I could help you if you have a question. But please don't write publicly that you're on the sidelines because my programs are loose. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you on the other side. Love True Trend. If you speak your mind and someone feels uncomfortable, they should not be in this business. Oh, yeah, this is a really hard business. Yeah, don't lie to us and we won't bully you. Exactly. 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 Yes, I'm very straightforward, folks. No, straightforward, Jan, not mean, straightforward. Being mean is being mean to me. All right. We'll see you guys later. Have a great day, everybody. If you guys want to hear some nonsense, I'm the guy. If you guys want to hear nonsense, I'm not the guy. If you want to hear truth, honesty, and reality, this is the place to go. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.